All right, so good afternoon, Miss Dickens. I decided that I was going to switch up my lesson plan from being a science-based lesson to my math for my last one because of the materials that I have, and I don't want to go out. So I decided that I want to do a pizza counting lesson plan. So basically, I have here basically like a pizza outline with numbered 1 through 8, and it's all different arrangements, so they're not in the same order. So it's like one, it starts off right here 1, 8, 5. As you can see, it's not all in the same order. And then here I have my pizza slices with basically like pepperoni slices on there. So the student will be able to match the representation of a certain number to the actual number. So right here I have 8, so they would basically like count the pepperonis and then they would match it onto that slice right there. I would do this you could do this in a whole group, I guess, if you wanted to make all of these. But I have it here that I would do it in a small group, of course, because with the class that I had, that was the easier way to do my lessons. Um, Also, for a health and safety practice, I would say keep the pizza slices together and like away from your mouth. I know a lot of students like to smell and maybe like thinking that it's pepperoni, they might try to like lick it to be funny. So I would say keep it away from your mouth and keep them together on the plate. So once students have finished, I would have students count their pepperonis all together. So we would go around and I would point to them and they would count the pepperonis each. Also, I think that with it being a pizza, it's a great way to introduce fractions, at least just some of those vocabulary words like half and whole. So say that they finish like half of the pizza, then they could you could point out, oh, you finished half of your pizza already. You have half done and half incomplete. Or you could say your whole pizza is completed. So I think that is a really good way to introduce some fractions, of course not going deep into it. And if students are struggling, I will also put the numbers in order on here. Usually I would know which students would be struggling with this because sometimes they don't, they won't understand numbers out of order. Um, and also another good question that you could ask them is like, oh, what number comes after 6 or what number comes after 4? Because once again, they're not used to numbers not going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would really see if they understand numbers and their placements as well. And for a challenge, I will allow the students to make their own pepperonis. So I would possibly just like give them these without any pepperonis on them and have them create their own, of course matching the numbers, and they would have to match them themselves. I think that would be a fun way to add a little challenge to it. And also a early finisher plan. They can explain to me the half and whole of a pizza as at the end of the wrap up, just to see if they understood what I was talking about throughout the lesson. So yeah, that is the end. I'm sorry it couldn't be a little bit more creative, but I thought like introducing a little bit of that fraction would also include their learning experience. Thank you.